Hey y'all, Matt here from RetroOnly.com. Today I'm going to be talking again about the Nintendo Switch. And specifically I'm going to be answering the question of whether the Nintendo Switch is a touchscreen or not. If you're looking to buy a Switch for yourself or for someone else, and you're curious about what exactly it is and whether it's touchscreen or not, those sorts of things, then this video is for you. And that's the question that I'll be answering in today's video. Before we get into that, please be sure to hit the like button and then also subscribe to our channel. It really does help us out a lot and also allows other people to see this videos and our other videos all around the world. So we really do appreciate it when you like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go ahead and hop into whether the Nintendo Switch is a touchscreen or not. So here's my Nintendo Switch that's here right in front of me. This is the Animal Crossing edition of the Nintendo Switch, but all the Nintendo Switches, no matter which edition they are, will operate the same and have the same answer to this question. And the answer is yes, the Nintendo Switch is a touchscreen. Right here on the top, when you have it on your mobile, it has the button that you'll push to get to activate it. And then I can just push right here, push 3 times, and now I'm into it. I can then go into the game, I can go home to choose a different game, I can scroll across, all of those different things, and I can go into the different games. So the Nintendo Switch is a touchscreen. However, how often you use that touchscreen is honestly debatable. Let's go back to the beginning. When I go back and open it up here, it says push a button 3 times. I can also just push any button on the A side. To go into game, I can just push A. And then once I'm in the game, I'm going to be using the buttons and the joysticks and everything anyway. So how useful it being a touchscreen is honestly kind of debatable. Now, I play on the Switch with my kids or by myself, and most of the time I'll have it docked and connected to the TV. When that's the case, when it's docked or connected to the TV, I won't be using the touchscreen at all, obviously, but because it's up there on the TV, I'll just be using one of the wireless controllers. When I'm playing mobily, most of the time what I do is I'll kick up the kickstand. On the back of your Switch, you have a kickstand, so I'll just pop that up, and I popped it off. But you'll just pop the kickstand up. As you can see, it sticks up right like that, and then it'll stand up all by itself, right up like that. So that's most of the time how you'll play, and then since it's sitting there by itself, then I'll grab a wireless controller or take off the Joy-Cons, and I'll play on the Switch again without touching the touchscreen. So although it's a touchscreen, and although that is a functional part of the Nintendo Switch, it's not really a needed part of the Nintendo Switch, in my opinion. I know why Nintendo added it, simply because it adds additional functionality to the console. There are some games that maybe you could use the touchscreen on, those sorts of things. But for most of the games, you're just going to use the attached Joy-Cons, or you're going to stand it up like this on the kickstand and use a wireless controller. Because even if you're not playing on your TV, you can still have your wireless controller connected right up to your Switch. So you can have this sitting on the table next to you or on your lap in front of you and then be playing. Instead of holding this entire thing up, you just set it down right in front of you and then use these Joy-Cons or use a separate controller to play on it as well. So the Switch is a touchscreen. However, whether that functionality is needed or not is definitely up for debate. Personally, if the Switch wasn't a touchscreen, I really wouldn't notice the difference in the way that I personally use it. Now, some people would, but most of the times I use the Switch docked. So if I'm going to use it docked, then that means I'm not going to be using the touchscreen. The other way I use it is I have it set up on the kickstand like this, and I'll play it, take off the Joy-Cons, stick them onto this controller adapter right here, and I'll play it while it's sitting up by itself. Again, I don't need the touchscreen for that. So it's there, that functionality is there. When it's really the most useful if you're going to create something on the Switch. For example, if you're going to create a new user account, if you're going to log into Nintendo Switch Online, if you're going to do those sorts of things and you're not connected to your TV, that's when it can be useful, because you can simply push on the screen to type in your email address or type in your password or to type in the different things that you need to create an account or to access an account or those sorts of things. That's when it's a bit useful. But again, on all of the other consoles, it's the exact same thing. You just use your joysticks and push your buttons to go over to the letters rather than tapping on them. So it is a little bit convenient in that regard, but that's a pretty rare circumstance when you'll need it to be like that. So although the Switch is touchscreen, you likely will find yourself, if you get a Switch, not using the touchscreen a whole lot. I hope that this video has been helpful to you in answering your questions about the Nintendo Switch and whether it's a touchscreen or not. If you did have any other questions, please check out our channel. We have tons of videos about the Switch, about gaming in general. And if you have a question that you aren't able to find the answer to, leave a comment down below. I do try and respond to every comment as well, so that way I can answer your questions in real time right here on YouTube. Again, my name is Matt. I'm from RetroOnly.com. Have a great rest of your day.